My name is Annalisa Lowe, and this is my reaction to the videos and the text from this week. I didn't really see anything in the videos that I didn't totally expect, except for how quiet the counselors were. I sort of expected them to be a little bit more involved vocally. They seem to be sort of reserved, and they largely just listen. For some reason, and I don't know why this is, I expected them to do a little more talking. Honestly, I am actually somewhat relieved that that's not the case, at least in these examples. I myself am somewhat introverted and I don't always know how to fill in the silence. So I'm more of a listening type of person. Usually I listen long enough to where someone finishes saying what they want to say, and while I'm gathering information, I organize it and then attempt to kind of synthesize it and restate it. I don't think very fast when I have to talk a lot, so to me, it seems that the methods the counselors were using actually fit with the way I am as a person more than I expected them to. I was somewhat nervous going into this just because I'm not very extroverted and I don't always know what to say. The other thing I noticed that I thought was a little unexpected for some reason was that the clients were talking about rather kind of, I wouldn't say mundane, but everyday sort of issues. And I don't know why exactly I expected this, but I expected to hear them talking about majorly devastating life issues. It makes sense to me, though, that they wouldn't be talking about that. I guess to some people, those issues may seem somewhat overwhelming, whether they're all piled up, there's a lot of them, or when a person just doesn't know how to deal with them. And it made me realize that counseling is much more invested in the general well-being of a whole person rather than just their bigger issues separated from everyday life. So I was rather relieved to find that I wouldn't always be dealing with really, really difficult things. I most of the time might be dealing with rather normal issues that I myself deal with on a daily basis, normal issues that aren't really unique to anybody in particular. So between that and seeing that the counselors were not as actively verbally engaged as I expected, I'm feeling quite a bit more confident coming into this and kind of going through the learning process and possibly going into my own practicum and internships later. So that's pretty much all I have to say on the topic. I'm excited to keep learning, to keep getting to know all of you, and to just put these things into practice myself and to expand my own skill set.